Here's why the Metaverse is underrated. If you think of virtual reality, you're more than likely going to think about gaming. And that's pretty much the only use that anyone has found so far for the technology. And with good reason. It allows you to go anywhere and do anything without actually having to move. The Metaverse has been announced, of course, but most people are still really confused about it at best, and terrified of a nightmarish Matrix future at worst. There's not really any need to be so worried though, because even though the Metaverse is really underrated, there are a bunch of cool things you can do in VR besides just gaming. So stick around and find out. Number 1. Watching movies. It seems a bit strange to suggest because most people see movies, TV shows, and videos like this one as a flat, 2D experience that has no need of virtual reality. But the new Oculus 2 has all these features out of the box, like being able to watch Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, or whatever streaming service owns the thing that you want to watch. However, there's a lot more to this than just watching the thing itself, because with VR tech, you'll be able to attend a virtual movie theater with your friends without having to get off the couch. It's perfect if you're locked into your house again. Though there might be something about going to a physical movie theater that will be hard to replicate, like the smell of the popcorn, for example. The Metaverse will be able to display the movie in a huge virtual space that you can share with your friends. Number 2. Learning music. A lot of people struggle to learn to play a musical instrument like the drums because they simply don't have room or the money to buy a drum kit and store it at home. Thanks to some apps that are available though, you'll be able to learn to play the drums without having to buy a set. Virtuous is an app that can allow users to see a live feed of songs that can be played on a virtual piano, and that allows users to pick up and learn the instrument in rapid time, all the while wearing their VR device to see the instructions in front of their faces. Another massive bonus of learning an instrument this way is that no one will be able to hear you, so if you're nervous, it's perfect. Number 3. Tourism. This is a no-brainer. We already have Google Maps Street Views that allow us to see what places look like ahead of schedule. But imagine strapping on a VR headset and flying off to Istanbul for a romantic dinner. Without setting a foot outside, you can be standing on the Great Wall of China or visit London and explore Buckingham Palace. The other advantage to all this is that the laws of physics will not apply to you, meaning you'd be able to fly around and explore perfectly mapped out versions of real places. As plane tickets get more and more expensive, travel restrictions get more ridiculous, and governments obsess more about trapping people at home in the name of health and safety, this sounds like a great way to avoid going crazy. Number 4. Meditation. VR has another feature that many don't think of, which is the ability to take yourself away from this world and all its distractions in order to focus on yourself. Meditation is a great way to rejuvenate the mind, body, and soul, but it can be hard to find a place to get some peace and alone time. Thankfully, there are apps out there that can take you away to a place where you've never been before, a peaceful place like the top of a mountain or a lush forest grove. Whatever place you think is the best for you to sit down and find your zen. Number 5. Overcoming fears. When VR first appeared, we all laughed at people who were testing out the technology and being put into situations that terrified them, such as walking out on a plank of wood 1,000 meters into the air. Actually though, this technology could be used to help people get over a fear of heights without ever having to put themselves in real danger. Gaming has done this too, with games like Resident Evil 7 and 8 putting us into situations of extreme terror and dread. Imagine how this could be used in the future to help people overcome their phobias. Hopefully, no one's currently working on an app that surrounds you with giant spiders. Number 6. Additive manufacturing. We have 3D printers now, and so it's not that surprising that when coupled with a VR headset, you could use your hands directly to mock up models instead of having to use a mouse and a keyboard. This would be a far more intuitive way of building products that you can then fabricate by using a 3D printer. This is going to create an incredible new generation of CGI, models, sculpture, clothes, household items, and far more. With apps like Gravity Sketch, you'll be able to test the limits of your imagination. Number 7. Attending events. It's been a rough couple of years with everybody stuck in their homes. Plenty of people miss going out to live music events or watching sports in an arena. Thanks to VR, you'll be able to attend these events without having to even leave your house. If your favorite football team is playing, you don't have to worry about ticket prices because you'll be able to sit on the front line anyway and see the game from whistle to whistle without having to even pay for a beer. Number 8. Education. No, it's not just that VR can be used as an alternative to actually going to school. Nothing can actually replace going to school. It's just not possible. What you can do, though, is actually bring the headsets into schools, thereby making it entirely possible to recreate historical events, test scientific theories, and speed up the overall education process, making the most of the time that you have. Imagine being able to learn about relativity from Einstein, or build a robot and see if it actually works. It could be incredible to explore a virtual human body and learn all about biology by actually seeing it happening. Also, think of the field trips you could have. Number 9. Shopping. This is a bit obvious, but a lot of people really can't be bothered with walking into actual shops in actual malls. There are too many people, everything takes forever, and you have to stand in those little stalls trying on clothes only to find that they don't fit. Imagine if that experience could be replicated. Well, no need for that, because it exists. You can go to a virtual branded store and try on their clothes just like in a video game. Then, the store will fabricate and mail to you the products you decide to buy, and you won't have to queue up all day by a cash register only to find out that it's closed. Number 9. Hang out with friends. This is the part of the metaverse that has people so scared, because they're effectively replacing real life with online hangouts. The next logical step in the evolution of social media is to be able to go and chat live with anyone who's online and chat live or do some kind of fun activity together. The reason this notion scares people is because it seems like the kind of thing that could be used to keep the population of Earth in place while Bill Gates buys more of the planet's surface. Of course, if done in the right way, there's not going to be any reason to worry about that. And you can instead just climb up a mountain with friends or catch up with people you haven't seen since school. It'll be great. So there you go. Reasons why the metaverse is underrated. What do you think? Which of these underrated reasons are worthy enough for you to get plugged into the metaverse? Comment down below. Then, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and check out the Techtastic archive for more videos on fantastic tech.